Yeah.
As I was thinking after last week's episode, where we were sort of discussing, shall we say, the social media, and I wanted to make sure that we didn't start coming across as a ranting podcast, as a like moaning podcast. Not that I think last week did. If I remember rightly, we finished it lightly, but I want to make sure that we come across as a positive like personal development. And I thought about another thing. I'm enjoying our features, our features on the podcast. I thought another feature, we don't have to have every week, but I think we should identify if we're going to have a rant. And my uncle-in-law, he had a really great thing he told us years ago. Him and his wife, they used to own a camping shop. So they used to deal with the public and people, of all shapes and sizes and everything. And he said him and his wife, like the co-owners, every year they were given one fuck off. So every customer they saw, it was always, customers always right, always positive, always yes, no, sir, and everything else. But they were once a year allowed a fuck off. And he said you didn't just use it because you only allowed it once for 12 months. So it would come at the right time, either you or the right person. And he said you were allowed to just tell the person to fuck off, and you could use it. I thought that was a really good way of dealing in public. So I thought we should have a rant. So if you want to rant, you can rant, unless it's a topic for the episode. Like, we've approached this one with no topic, have we? We've not. No. I've not forgotten, have I?
Open-ended.
So I think we should put a hand in the air and play the rant card, but you're only allowed to rant once. And we've got to stop it. Am I getting you there?
I completely follow. I would say that I don't think... I get this a lot from people where they tell me that I'm ranting, but I don't think it's ranting. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just completely wrong and I am ranting all the time. But the way I see it is, let's take the social media one as an example. We were looking at solutions and we were looking at fixes and we were working on something with it. And I think when you're actively participating, you're then entitled to a certain extent to have a little rant. I'm quite happy to not rant, but I think that's part of it, is that we tend to rant on stuff that we take practical steps on, as opposed to just saying, oh, this is all a mess, and then we don't do anything about it. That kind of ranting drives me insane. But I think complaining about something and then putting some steps in place to either fix it or change it, I think that's kind of the reality of life to a certain extent. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I come with a rant today that I've got no intention of fixing.
All right. So maybe that's the condition for what a rant is. All right. Go for it.
I like that. So I'm just going to quickly check. Have you got a rant today? I'm going to just check up the definition. So
no, I'll save mine for next time in terms of my rant. But yeah, I guess if we're going to have a rant, we need to make it clear that it's a rant because we will be moaning about it, but we don't necessarily plan to come to any kind of conclusion or solution for the problem. We just want to get it off of our chest.
Or even come to terms with it. It's just it's a down and out
irrational rant.
I love it. Okay. Right, mine. Can you see my Christmas jumper?
It's lovely. Very in the spirit of things
today. Do you have a Christmas jumper, or are you a Scrooge?
I'm not a Scrooge about it. I just don't have one. I don't know if I'm meant to buy one. I kind of feel like someone should buy you a Christmas jumper. I don't feel like it's something you should buy for yourself. If someone bought me one, I'd wear it. Yeah, but I've never bought one, and I've never felt the need to buy one. But I'm not like, Christmas jumpers, don't wear them. If I had one, I'd probably
I'm talking about Christmas full stop.
Oh no, I'm not a Grinch. I'm not a Grinch. I'm a Grinch before the 1st of December. After the 1st of December, it's fair game. Put your tree up, put your decorations up. I'm good to go. This is your rant, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, this is my rant. So for those of us that are joining out of sync, we're on the 2nd of December 2020. You might be listening to this in June or something, and it'd be way off target. But my rant is Christmas starts on the 1st of December.
Agreed.
Not before. Like, I'll put my hand in there. This year, I let the girls put the Christmas tree up the weekend before the 1st, so on the 29th it was, because it was just practical to do it then. I know a lot of other people put up decks beforehand. Our close has like a massive light display thing going on. The planes can see it coming in, the pilots can see it coming into Gatwick. So from a practical point of view, they've not done it this year, but they usually have like burger vans and the whole thing. It's quite a thing. So from a practical point of view, I'm all go for it. But I'm not a Scrooge. I actually love Christmas that much. I like it saved until the 1st of December. I don't wish to fix this. It's my rant this week. Christmas starts on the 1st of December.
I am fully on board with you, and I mean, I could be honest, rant about that for hours, and the whole commercial blah blah blah, and the way people push the advertising and everything. But we won't. I'll just let you have your rant, and I'll agree with you on it, and we will just let
We'll
that
leave
be.
it there. Yeah, let that be. I really
we can
like
talk
this.
about Christmas, to be fair.
Yeah,
I think that's a fair topic to discuss. Not to make this a Christmas special, as we've got a few more weeks. But you enjoy Christmas, right?
I've always loved Christmas, and I just have real cherished family memories as a child in a small nucleus bubble. I didn't have a lot of family. We didn't go ever anywhere at Christmas. We never went to anyone else's. It used to be at my nan and granddad's, and they came to us as they got elderly. And I just look back, and they were really simple Christmases. Like when I went to Lauren's first Christmas, everyone was like getting pissed and like, whoa, like it was quite full on. In respect to like the Christmas we had, but I can just remember this real comforting, nice feeling of Christmas. And even though we've got loved ones past and gone now, and that nucleus I had isn't around, I make sure that's there or that's our best intention for our girls and our kids to enjoy it and the specialness of it and everything else. So yeah, in one word, I really like Christmas. That's more than one word, isn't it? You?
Yeah, I like it too. And it's I've had a very consistent Christmas for a very long time. Same thing. Small family unit. We don't tend to do a lot with all the cousins and all the rest of it, but just the immediate family. I'd say it's changed a little in recent years with meeting Anne. Anne is very on Christmas, and it's a German Christmas, which is, there's some surprisingly different things about it. Like they do a lot more on Christmas Eve, and they've got other things that happen,
don't they?
Yeah, so there's a lot more that goes on with it, but I've enjoyed getting to know all of that stuff as well. But yeah, I mean, I don't really get anyone who's a Scrooge about it. I get if it's a religious thing that you just don't practice it. But to say you don't like it, I'm just kind of like, it's just time to spend with family and have a good time. Like, what's there not to like about it?
Yeah. I think what's also nice is it is the one time of year where everything pretty much does stop. We've flown before. Yeah, we've flown before on Boxing Day, for instance. I think that was one of the only occasions where you see someone working is because they're at the airport. Or obviously in the services or whatever line of work that they work in that has to work still with them. But it does feel like the world that we know does seem to stop, and I quite like that. Even bank holidays now, school holidays, it doesn't seem to stop. It seems to be this continual wheel, and I like the downtime. And for us, we shut down our business for 2 weeks because we don't stop at any other time of year, so that's significant for us also as a family to have that time. And I think kids definitely, I don't know, have you found it getting older? Has Christmas changed, or have you always been a ones and zeros Christmas?